Hey everybody, welcome to the No Plan, No Problem pre-show. I immediately forgot what I was going to say, which is entirely in keeping with the tone for this. This is where we warm up and get ready for the episode to come. How are we today, Matthew?
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Why the sigh?
I'm back in lockdown.
Oh, grim.
Yeah, not even allowed to leave. I have to stay indoors. And it's like, can you really cage me up like this?
You need to be free.
You know, I do so much stuff around town. Like, I'll go outside. Like, where am I going to go to the toilet now?
It was going so well. You'd been doing so well, bless you.
But we're doing a 7-week lockdown here in Melbourne. Rip to the outside for a little bit. I'm an inside boy.
You're an inside
lad.
lad.
Outside. That's a joke.
I mean, you said it now. You're never going to be able to take that back. It's out there on the internet.
Hey, nobody listens to it. We have like 10 patrons.
Yeah, this is the one that when we get enough reviews, this is what will release to the public, and that is what everyone will know about you. Your Wikipedia page will be Matthew Perkins, brackets, poops outside.
Poops in the street. Matthew, pooping and peeing in the street, Perkins. Oh, what a mess. Anyway, I'm glad this isn't the actual podcast, you know what I mean? Like,
No, this should just go straight out to all of the people.
When you're in Wales, when was your last kind of like big restriction time? Or are you still in like a big restriction time?
No, we're starting to come out of restrictions. We were in big restrictions sort of December, January time, and it's slowly been easing off. Last week, we were allowed to start going eat inside restaurants and things like that again. And supposedly things will continue to ease. Who knows what will happen?
We have this issue in Melbourne where, so we have relatively few cases in Melbourne on a global scale, but the Australian response is very hair-triggered in that if we even have a few cases, we pull the trigger on lockdown faster and with fewer restrictions, like fewer red tape to have to get through, than any other country. So, but we have this issue that whenever somebody gets sick, the first thing they do is just go everywhere. It's like, I'm not feeling very well. I'm going to go across 10 suburbs through regional Victoria, a couple of towns, maybe interstate, maybe come back. And it's like, what when the contact tracers get onto them, what did you do? It's like, oh, what didn't I do?
Yeah, went absolutely everywhere.
It's crazy. Like, and we had this one instance, this latest outbreak is related because I think the guy gave the wrong supermarket that he went to. He said, I went to this supermarket in this suburb, but he actually went to a different supermarket in that suburb. So they shut down the wrong supermarket. And then the one that was actually infected,
oh God,
had cases tied to it. Yeah,
what a nightmare.
Anyway, it's pretty crazy. But I don't know how. Okay, I started us off talking about COVID. I don't know how to get on to lighter topics.
I mean, what are we talking about in the actual episode we're recording today?
I think Foo Fighters.
We're
talking about fighters.
I was hoping that I'd see you up to do that.
We're talking about foo.
Yeah, we just foo.
What is foo?
Oh, this is going to be a good episode. I can feel that energy, that Foo Fighters energy, is going to pull through.
Foo Fighters. What the hell? Like, do you like Foo Fighters?
I do.
They annoy the. Oh, okay. Shit. I'm sorry.
No. You say they annoy the hell out of you. Everyone's allowed to like what they like.
They annoy me so much. It's like, and just in like really creative ways, in ways that like I feel that I'm bullying Foo Fighters.
Okay.
Because sometimes they do things that's completely reasonable and they should be allowed to do it, but I'm like, bastards.
Like what?
They covered a song called "Down in the Park" by True Boy Army, which is the guy, that Gary Newman guy, that did "Here in my car, I'm something Gary, I'm also Newman." Yeah, they covered a song called "Down in the Park," which is one of my favorite songs, and I was like, oh, I wanted to do that.
I mean, there's no reason that you couldn't, you know?
No, but I wanted it to be my thing. What is Matt Perkins known for? Shitting and pissing in the street, coronavirus.
And covering that song.
Covering Down in the Park by Gary Newman. And they took it from me, so now I'm just pissing in the street.
I mean, it's a leap to blame Foo Fighters for what you do in the street, but I'm with you. I understand how you've been personally scorned by Dave Grohl.
Thank you.
Oh my God!
What?
Your irrational hatred of Foo Fighters that's based on them covering another song. It's beautiful. I love it.
The last couple of weeks that I've gotten home from work, there's been a guy in the park, and he's been standing in like a really suspicious place against a tree.
Okay.
And when I first saw him last week, I went, "That guy's definitely pissing." But I don't know how you're meant to look at someone pissing in public and like to verify. Because he was shorter than I am, so like I would have had to kind of crouch down a bit to get a good vantage just to see what was really going on. And I was like, no, I'm not going to take a look. But then today, he was in the same spot, just like standing in like the midst of shrubbery, right? But he was also like slowly gyrating.
Oh,
like,
no, okay. Stop, no.
Wait, no. He like his hands were visible. He had hands up, like, you know, do not shoot. But like there was some hip movement. I don't know what was happening. I couldn't see him in the face. And what I'm really worried is that I've stumbled into a Blair Witch situation.
I think Blair Witch is probably the best you can hope for from that. My advice is never approach this man, because nothing good can come of it. At best, you will be murdered.
What if he gives me gold? He gives me a pot of gold. I've been waiting for someone brave enough to approach me. I sit here in the park every Wednesday. And
every week in a D&D session, you comment on the fact that there's just this weird NPC standing around, and it goes on for months. And when the players finally approach him, it's like, someone finally came to speak to me. Here, have a sack of gold.
Here's my sack of gold. He's a leprechaun.
Oh my God, that's some Mighty Boosh stuff there.
It probably is. Are we recording this?
We are recording this. This is... Okay. People are paying for this, Matt. That's what you want to keep in mind.
Okay, I've been talking too long. You tell me a story. I want to hear a story about your parks. What happens?
I'm not telling you stories about my parks. We need to move away from parks.
Oh no.
I had the session 0 for my group after the TPK last night, which was fun. The players have decided that they're going to... Well, 4 of the 6 are playing 2 sibling pairs. So there's a pair of Ganassi siblings and a pair of Simic hybrid siblings, which is going to make for some interesting stuff in the game. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that.
I really like that. I like players that pair up.
Yeah.
Whenever I make a new character, I always try and pick someone to pair up with, and usually I try and pick either like the shyest player or like the least experienced player.
Yeah.
Just so that I can play a character that defers to them and like they get an extra vote on stuff pretty much.
That was kind of what happened. So the most experienced player went with kind of, I say the least experienced player, like it was John, and John has been playing with us for 4 years, but he's still absolutely the least experienced. Yeah. And one of the other players went with him, and whenever I was asking questions about their background, I was like, "Are your parents alive? What's the circumstances for X and Y?" And a lot of the time, the other player was like, "No, John, you make the decision. You need to decide what is about our background." So
that's fun.
As part of it, he decided that he wanted their father to be the Sultan of the City of Brass and like the ruler of the City of Brass. And I was like, "Okay, that's drama.
Yeah,
I'll take that."
Yeah. Does that mean he's like in a Freety kind of thing?
Yeah, they're
like a genie.
They're playing Fire Ganassi, and their dad will be an Efreet and rule the City of Brass, which means that they're gonna. And they wanted him to be a bad person, which means that there's gonna be like a bad stuff coming for them from the City of Brass, which will be a lot of fun to play through. Yeah,
that's pretty fun. I've never really done much. was going to say globe trotting, but realm trotting,
Yeah.
dimension trotting. I don't think I've ever done that. I've done time travel. But yeah, I suppose my characters don't really get high enough to get those globe trotting spells. Yeah.
I like playing in and around the other planes. There's a lot of interesting stuff that you can do where the kind of rules of physics just don't need to matter anymore, and you can get real crazy with stuff.
Yeah. I went to this one realm. There's this guy in a park. And I was just like,
For fuck's sake. God damn it.
hey,
No.
We should leave.
We should leave. You've crashed and burned the pre-show. We're going to put you in a corner for a timeout before we record Foo Fighters.
Okay, hey, this is the pre-show. This is exclusive to Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You unhappy few. No, you're happy. You're lucky. We love you. So we've just gotten warmed up. We're going to carry this good juice into the episode. And I hope that when you listen to the Fighters episode, I hope you've listened to this immediately previous.
Yes.
So that you can draw a straight line to whatever train wreck happens.
Yeah. I will specifically schedule this so it goes up half an hour before the episode.
Oh, really? That's a good idea.
So people can be listening to it.
Cool. Hey, thank you so much for the support, everybody. And I guess we'll just catch you
In the
around.
next. Yeah, we'll soon. And around.
Bye-bye.